So refer this problem number 3. So in this problem, two blocks A and B, they are resting against the wall and the floor as shown. Find the minimum value of the force P to hold the system in the equilibrium. Okay. And the coefficient of friction for various surfaces are given. Mu is equal to 0.25. It is between floor and the block B. Mu is equal to 0.3 between block A and the wall, and mu is equal to 0.2 between block A and B. Okay. And for the two blocks, weights are given. So block A, it's having the weight 500 Newton, and for the block B, it is 1000 Newton. So required value of P, it is the minimum value, so that the equilibrium of the system is maintained. Okay. So just tell me, for the minimum value of P, what is the impending motion or the direction of the impending motion? So if you observe this geometry, this is the block A, okay, and this is the block B. So suppose you apply a maximum force P. Let us take this maximum value. It is 1000 Newton. Just take one example, okay? And suppose you apply 1000 Newton force, and suppose it is a maximum value, then there is no motion possible in the upward direction, okay? So only motion possible here if the P is minimum. So for the minimum value, there is a tendency of the block B, tendency of the block A to slide in the downward direction, okay? And because of downward motion of the block A, this block A, it will push the block B towards the right side, okay? So impending motion for the block A, so it is in the downward direction, and because of downward motion of the block A, the block B, it will slide towards the right side. So impending motion for the block B, it is towards the right. So when this motion is possible, when P will be minimum, it will just hold the system in the equilibrium. Suppose that minimum value it is 200 Newton. Okay. So 200 Newton will just hold the system in the equilibrium. If you apply a force just less than 200 Newton, let us take this 198 Newton, then at this force, whole system will start the motion. So for that motion, block A, it will start moving in the downward direction because of the gravity. Its weight is 500 Newton. Okay. And as the block A, it slides in the downward direction, it will push the block B towards the right side. Okay. So this is condition possible when the force P is less than the minimum value. For maximum value, it will hold the system in equilibrium. There will not be any motion because there is no motion possible in the upward direction if you observe the geometry. Okay. So upward motion is possible for the block arrangement like this. Okay. So here, if you apply the force P in the left side, this block of 1000 Newton, it will slide in the upward direction. Or even in this example, if you apply the force P in the leftward direction, the block of 2000 Newton, it will slide in the upward direction. Okay. So for such type of geometry or the wedge arrangement, we can have the upward motion. Okay. But if the wedge arrangement is like this, upward motion is not possible. Okay. So I hope this is clear. the impending motion. So from the impending motion, you can draw the free body diagram. So you can observe here free body diagram. So this is weight 500 Newton. The next is the normal reaction. So take this as N1. As the block A, the impending motion is downward. The friction force will be upward. So this is the friction force. So this is equal to, now observe the coefficient of friction. For the wall, it is 0.3. So this is 0.3 into normal reaction N1. Okay. The contact surface between block A and block B, we will have the common normal reaction. So this is the reaction. So take this as N2. It is same for the block B, only direction is opposite. This angle, it is 60 degree given. And therefore, the angle of this reaction N2 with respect to x-axis, this is 30 degree. And similarly, for this reaction also, it is 30 degree. Now we have to decide the direction of the friction force at this contact surface acting on the block A. Okay. So for this contact surface, the friction force will be in the upward direction. Because its impending motion, it is in the downward direction. So both these frictional forces will be in the upward direction. And this angle, it is 60 degree. And the friction force will be, now the coefficient of friction is 0.2 between block A and B. So this is 0.2 into normal reaction N2. Now observe the free body diagram for the block B. So block B, it has a weight 1000 Newton. This is the external force. So this value will be P minimum. For P minimum, this is the impending motion. It is towards the right side. Then this is normal reaction offered by the horizontal surface. So this is N3. As the block B, it is sliding towards right side. We will have the friction force towards the left side. So this is 0.25 into normal reaction N3. And at this contact surface, the friction force will be in the opposite direction. Okay. As the block A is sliding in the downward direction, so relative to block A, block B will have the motion in the upward direction. Okay. So as the motion is upward for the block B compared to the block A, its friction force will be downward direction. So this is the friction force. It is along this plane and in the downward direction. So this angle, it is 60 degree. So this angle will be same. It is 60 degree. Friction force will be same. It is 0.2 into N2. Okay. So now consider the free body diagram for the block A first. Use the conditions of equilibrium and get the common reaction N2. Okay. So I hope this is clear how to draw the free body diagram and how to consider the impending motion. This is N1. Weight is 500. This is common normal reaction N2. Its angle with respect to x-axis is 30 degree. So this is x component and this is the y component. As the impending motion, it is in the downward direction. So friction force will be in the opposite direction for both the contact surfaces. So this is contact surface between wall and the block A. So this friction force is 0.3 into normal reaction N1. Then at this contact surface, this is the second frictional force. This value is 0.25 into normal reaction is N2. and its angle with respect to x-axis. So this is 60 degree. So this will be 0.25 n2 cos 60, and this is the y component. So this y component, it is 0.25 n2 sin 60. Okay. Then this n2 sin 30, and this will be n2 cos 30. So this is complete free body diagram. Now write the equation summation fx is equal to 0. Okay, so here between A and B, coefficient of friction is 0.2. It is not 0.25. So take this 0.2. This is 0.2. So summation fx, we will have n1, then plus 0.2 n2 cos 60 minus n2 cos 30 equal to 0. Okay. So from this take n2 common. So n1 plus n2 into bracket, you will get some answer here. So this will be your first equation. So n1 plus some constant value into n2, this is equal to 0. Then write summation fy is equal to 0. So for summation fy, 0.3 n1 plus 0.2 n2 sin 60 plus n2 sin 30 minus 500 equal to 0. Okay. So 0.3 n1 plus, take n2 common, solve that equation and get this constant value. So this will be the coefficient of the n2 equal to 500. So this is your second equation. Okay. So equation 1 and equation 2, solve the simultaneous equation and get the value of n1 and n2. Okay, so we require only n2 value because it is the common reaction for the block A and B. So get this answer. Then consider the free body diagram for the block B. So for the block B, this is the external force P. So this is P minimum. For P minimum, the impending motion, it is towards the right side. This is normal reaction between horizontal surface and the block B. So this is N3. This is the friction force opposite to the impending motion. So this is 0.25 into N3. Then this is common normal reaction, that is N2. This angle, it is 30 degree. Okay, so the block B, it is sliding in the upward direction compared to the block A. So this is the impending motion for this surface. So friction will be exactly opposite. So this is the friction force, and this value is 0.2 into N2. This angle is 60 degree. So this is X component. So here X component will be 0.2 N2 cos 60 and this is 0.2 into sine 60, and the weight, this is equal to 1000 Newton. So use summation fx0. So for summation fx, it is n2 cos 30 positive, then minus 0.2 n2 cos 60 minus 0.25 n3 minus p minimum equal to 0. Okay. So simplify this equation. So you will get some equation. This constant minus 0.25 n3 is equal to p minimum. Okay. And then use summation fy is equal to 0. So for summation fy, minus n2 sine 30 minus 0.2 n2 sine 60 plus n3, this is equal to 0. So get the value of n3 from this equation. Okay, and put this value of n3 in the equation of p minimum. Okay, and get this value of p minimum. So this will be your final answer. Okay, so note down the last problem on the wedge friction. So here the horizontal position of the 1000 kg block is adjusted by using a 6-degree wedge. If the coefficient of friction for all the surfaces is 0.6, determine the least value of the force P required to move the block on the right side. So coefficient of friction, this is 0.6. We have to find out the least value of the force P to move the block of 1000 kg on the right side. So the wedge used, it is having the wedge angle of 6 degree. So here 6 degree means, so this is the wedge. This angle is given as a 6 degree. So if you extend this line, then at this corner, angle is 6 degree. Okay. So this is 6 degree. So this angle will be, it is 90 minus 6. So it is 84 degree. Okay. So when you draw the free body diagram, so this is the wedge. This is the force P. So we have to find out the least value. So P minimum. Okay. And this is the block having the mass 1000 kg. So weight will be 1000 into 9.81 Newton. So what is the direction of the impending motion? So we need to move the block on the right side. Okay. So impending motion for 1000 kg, it is towards the right. And for this wedge, impending motion will be downward direction. Okay. So here impending motion is in the downward direction. And for this block, it is towards the right. So depending on this impending motion, we have to show the frictional forces. So at this contact surface, this is the normal reaction. Okay. So let us take this reaction as N1. Then as the block wedge is sliding down, so friction force will be opposite. So it will be upward. This angle will be 84. And this friction force will be, it is 0.6 into N1. Okay. So this is 84 and this is 90 degree. So this will be 6 degree. That is the angle of reaction N1 with respect to the x-axis. So this is x and y component. So N1 cos 60 and N1 sin 60. Then at this contact surface, this is a common reaction. So this reaction is N2. As the wedge is moving in the downward direction, friction force will be opposite. So it is upward for both the contact surfaces. So this is equal to 0.6 into N2. This friction will be opposite to the 1000 kg block. So this is friction 0.6 into N2, because as the wedge is moving in the downward direction, compared to the wedge, block 1000 kg, it will move in the upward direction. Okay. So as the motion is in the upward direction for this surface, friction will be opposite. So this is the friction. Okay. So 0.6 N2, it is in the downward direction. And at this contact surface, this is normal reaction. So this is N3 and impending motion is towards right. So friction force will be opposite. So this is 0.6 into N3. Okay. So consider the block 1000 kg first in the free body diagram. Find out this normal reaction N2 and then consider the free body diagram for the wedge. Okay. From the free body diagram of the wedge, find out the P minimum. So this is the procedure to find out the minimum value. So important part in the wedge friction is we have to decide the proper impending motion. Okay. So depending on the impending motion, we can decide the direction of the frictional forces. So I hope this problem is clear.